Am I mad at thinking chi-square distribution is what should be used? Okay, if it is chi-square, then I don't know. I don't remember chi-square well enough. I said for people, I don't want to do like homework help questions. So if your question is just for fun, then I might take a look at it. But I prefer to spend my time on like actual like homework questions that people have. The area of loons and right triangles. Ooh, cool. Oh, Bob, are you doing Trackmania? Oh, that's cool. Wait, this person thinks a chi-square? This is just a... Or this is a separate one over here? No? Function series? Like a power series, if that's what you mean. I don't know what function series itself is, but like I've taken like a calculus class and learned about like power series and that stuff. Loons, it's like a crescent moon. Or I'm also a loon, but spelled differently. uh, a loon is like that. The blue part. This is just a normal distribution with proportions, is it not? Your NP is definitely greater than what, like 30 is normally the minimum? Oh, I mean, well, actually, I guess yeah, there's a normal versus binomial. You don't use binomial for confidence intervals, though. So this has to be normal. So why is this person saying chi-square? But for the stats one, I think it's just a normal distribution. And then also just finding a 9% confidence interval with a proportion. I wish this initial person. I was thinking about stats is that every class is different, and I don't know how they were taught to get confidence intervals. This person has a pretty nice observation. I'm not gonna like check it for myself, but since we are looking for the population portion in this question, should say to the second part. To the second question, OP. Each class, or there's it can be taught very differently depending on the teacher's style. If you're able to use a calculator, would be looking for something along the lines of a one proportion confidence interval. Ben, thanks so much. I honestly, it's something I did when I very first started the stream because I just want to be like, I don't have to watch my language. And I also prefer to tutor people who are 18 plus anyway, so it's not something I put a lot of thought into, but streamed your Rocket League team determined. Oh, okay. Taught to do it. Oh, so there's this stats person that we should get back to. Okay. You have pi average viewers? Nice. Jeff, I don't know if I'm able to answer a single one of your questions. I don't know what a cartogram is, and I definitely don't know how to make one in Python. Like, I'm sorry, but you're just not doing the kind of math that, or the kind of stuff that, like, I know how to do. I appreciate that you're doing it. I just, I don't know how to help you with it. Oh, okay. Okay, let's look at the link to give this person because like it really depends on the calculator. I mean the one I always use TI-83 plus. I don't know if it's a more recent one though. Confidence interval TI calculator. Just look that up and see what comes up. I mean, all right, how about this, Jeff? The things that I know how to do are algebra, geometry, kind of. There's some hard ones. Stats, pre-calc, calculus, differential equations. If it doesn't fit in that box, I probably don't know it. So, I heard about like maps and things like that. I have no clue. Complex analysis, yeah, apparently Zach. Now I'm an expert in complex analysis. But no programming. I'm not very good at answering programming questions. Like if you have like code that you're trying to like troubleshoot, Jed Levi, a mod here, is a programmer, might be able to help you out. Or I know that I've seen Zach also help out with programming stuff too. He eats the 2i I can kind of help troubleshoot actual code that's in front of me, but for like a conceptual question like that, for how do you make a cartogram in Python, I really wouldn't be sure. But if you have like actual code written out that, you know, we can look at, then that's something different. So I'm sorry, Jeff, that I can't help you more. I'd love to help you out more. I just am unable to, I guess. I don't like this explanation. I think I want to find one with pictures. That seems like kind of thing that'd be a library or something like existing in Python. Confidence interval for a population proportion. One prop z, and there we go. This is how I remember doing it. Hope they don't look easy to use. Oh, okay. Help you program an assembler? Oh my god. I took what assembly language class, and I'm okay. All right, see you, Storm. Thanks so much for hanging out and for being patient with me in that problem. Hope you sleep well. TI 84 calculator and similar. Is that the TIS 100 game, Jed? X times x plus 1 over 1 plus x squared squared. The same method works. Now, on one hand, I'm kind of tempted to try the method just blindly copying what we've done here. On the other hand, I know I'm going to screw something up and rage at it, so maybe that'll be for another day or to do off stream. There's Little Pi over 2. Oh, cool. Yeah, I unironically kind of want to try that game on stream someday. I know I'm going to hate myself for doing it, though. That's your second one? Oh, okay. I mean, I haven't been finding a ton of math ways to do anyway. Maybe I could just try it and see if I can do it while you're asleep and not having to deal with this stuff. You had 15 minutes to do both. You had 15 minutes to do those? You wrote out 4 pages of work in 15 minutes? Oh my god, you must have, like, there must have been smoke coming off your paper as you, like, write. Oh my god. Well, glad you got through it. We're drug testing you, yeah. Just like an IV bag just filled with pure Adderall is what you need. You write big too, dang. Scroll down to example 3. CI for population proportion. We're using it in this case because we are interested in the population. Oh, just pick time streaming people who ask the hard questions are asleep. Yeah. That's a good strategy, Penn Center. I need to do that. Yeah, I know. I've heard of that from as like the Ramanujan summation. It works for any sequence of numbers, though. Instructors we don't have math students would be pure chaos. I mean, my school is not a math school at all, so there were only like I graduated with like 3 other students in my same major or something like that. So there weren't really like drugs being traded around everywhere, but I imagine a super competitive school could be like that. Get a power series for any sequence of numbers. Can you? I guess so. Yeah, Bob, I need to start going in the nighttime for in my time zone. No more riddles. What the heck was the stats question? I want to get my phrasing right. Oh, I got to the end of this radio playlist. It's an hour and a half long playlist. Wow, and I still got to the end. Let me. I could go. We go back to Juice WRLD. I did start off the stream with that. Let's just do that. We had a fun one. Final solutions to x to the 5th plus 2 equals 3 times 101 to the y, where x and y are integers? Oh my, I don't know how you would do that. I'm not a huge fan, like, I'm not like the biggest fan of Juice WRLD, but I do like his music a lot. Like, he's not like my favorite, but I listen to him a fair bit. My friend showed me like that 15-minute version of 734, which I think is really good. None of the other unreleased stuff. I know that he had a ton of it. Gin and Juice WRLD is greater than Juice WRLD. That's when you listen to Snoop Dogg and Juice WRLD at the same time. Oh, that's how you think about it? X to the 5th must be 1 mod 3? Proportion of mystery. Wait, of mystery books. Don't have any other proportions to worry about. They do mention Q, the number of not mystery books, but it's not really relevant here since Q is 1 minus P. I hope that doesn't confuse the person. I feel like it's kind of risky to get into this part, but I think I'm going to include it anyway. One zero is the solution. You're stumped on how to find others, or to show they don't exist. Oh, and Ben, if you have any good like unreleased Juice WRLD songs, please like send them to me if you are still here. If not, it's fine, and I'll message you. It depends what you like. Juice World. You like excited stuff? I mean, I guess so. That's kind of like the that's. I feel like it's the reason you listen to Juice World, because he like raps about sad stuff, I guess. I sit to me. All right, sounds good. All right, I think I'm gonna post this. Let's just see how they respond. Sounds good. Components height x, radius r, x and r perpendicular to each other. Components connecting x and r is 45 centimeters long. Oh! Is this multivariable optimization? Or can we relate x and r in some way? You have all of Wikipedia downloaded? Like, it's only 1 gigabyte? Wow, I didn't even know it's. I guess it's mostly if you see the text. Even the images might not be that big. Like, are you allowed to use a laptop without internet, or like why do you download it? Oh, okay. Just no internet? Oh. That's fair. Honestly, Wikipedia is like way too technical for me all the time. For material science, I could definitely be useful though. All right, let's investigate this problem a bit. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. Actually, isn't it just going to be x and r being equal? I bet we're going to end up with x and r being equal. Actually, no, it won't be. Because a cone volume is what? Pi r squared L? So you get more mileage out of the R than the L. You're going to be a total of 800 pages of notes? Oh god, Control F. Yeah. Okay, so... And I was wrong, it's actually not going to be too variable. I think I know how you do it now. So we want to make the optimal cone. Given this triangle, why is the height x? I really hate that, but okay. And radius r. Given we have a fixed hypotenuse of 45 centimeters. And this is a right triangle. So we do have that 45 squared is equal to x squared plus r squared. And we know the volume of a cone is, it's 1/3 pi. Let me Google that. All right, Ben, sleep well. Hope the finals was fun. I was able to watch for super long. And good luck with your tests. Spetri, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. The 8 months, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Ayo to you too. And the alerts are still working. Hell yeah. Volume of a cone. Pi. Oh, it's 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, that's. Thank you for streaming for 8 months. You know what? Anytime. Diet sweetheart. Hey, Spurskin. Okay, so the volume of a cone is pi r squared h, but in this case, our h is x, so we have that. So we want to optimize our area. We want to our volume. Right now we have 2 variables though, but we can sub out one of these bad boys. I think we want to sub out the r squared, so we can avoid square roots. So we have an r squared up there. So let's solve this equation for r. We get r squared is equal to 45 squared minus x squared. I'm not going to bother simplifying 45 squared. So if we plug this in, we get pi 45 squared minus x squared times x. Let's multiply the x inside, I guess, in the pi, just because we're going to have to derive this in a second. 45 squared pi, I said pi and I wrote x. Uh, 45 pi x minus pi x cubed. Now let's derive this to find v prime. So we get 45 squared pi minus 3 pi. X squared. And now because we want to optimize it, let's set this equal to 0. Solve this for x. Or we can cancel out the pi's. We can divide each side by, well, okay, let's do 45 squared is equal to 3x squared. I always stream on Saturdays, Spectre. It has been once I've seen you on a Saturday, actually, now that I think about it. I remember when I very first started streaming, and I think you were there for that when I was doing Monday through Friday, and then eventually I switched to Tuesday through Saturday just to try it. I don't know, I just kind of never changed back. I didn't really think about my schedule too much. So okay, x is going to be equal to 45 over root 3. Technically plus or minus, but in this problem, a negative x makes no sense. Hey, Monty, still proud. No worries. And here it actually is a good idea to rationalize the denominator because 45 is a common factor with 3, right? Right? Just to make sure I didn't say something too stupid. 15. This is equal to 15 root 3. Okay. Technically, we should check if this is a maximum or a minimum, so let's just quickly do a sign chart. 15 root 3. If we plug in, let's just plug in 0 to make our life easier. We get positive. Because that goes away and 45 squared pi is positive. We plug in, oh god, 15, what's higher than 15 root 3? I mean, it's going to be negative. Like, we can plug in 100, and obviously 100 squared pi is greater than 45 squared pi, so that's a negative. Going from increasing to decreasing means that it's a maximum. Okay. So we get the maximum volume of the cone when the height, x, is 15 root 3. And so that means the radius, r squared, is equal to 45 squared minus 15 root 3. Let's make Wolfram Alpha do that math for us. Some weird radical inside a radical. (15 root 3 squared). You are right, Bob. Thank you for that. That's a good catch. I forgot, the equation was x squared. To save right there. So for r, we're gonna get square root. Yeah, I've added saves for more stupid reasons than that. There you go. 15 root 6 for our radius. All right, see if someone else has already answered this. Dang it! And they replied too. Okay, we can respond to this post though. 36, 729. This person is rounding. Oh wait, we need to get the actual volume. I'm not technically done yet. I forgot. Hey Thunder, how's it going? So if we want to get the actual volume of this cone, we need to do 1/3 times pi times that thing times 15 root 3. Wait, r squared. So we don't want the square root. We don't want the parentheses though, those are kind of important. Like that? Okay. 3672943. Yep. I should. Give the same answer as you. Although, as a warning, many professors prefer to keep answers exact. So you'd want to say 6750 pi root 3. 6750 pi times pi times square root 3. The decimal. Unless you've been told otherwise. Okay. Okay. They want someone to double check their work. Change the surface integral into a double. Oh god, this is a little faint. Let me make it bigger. It still isn't very easy to read, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so they have a function f of xyz is equal to minus 3y squared I plus 4zj plus 6xk. And C is the triangle in the plane. Z equals 1/2 y with the vertices 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, and 0, 0, 0. With a counterclockwise orientation. Looking down the positive z-axis. Okay. That's parameterization for the triangle? Huh. Is this some Green's theorem stuff? You can look at this. Or I guess maybe Stokes. Yeah, it is cloud. Oh, it's almost the exact same problem here. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't normally listen to like this type of music when I'm just like doing things, but I'm kind of feeling it for streaming. Okay, so this is, I guess, the result for the curl. That's kind of annoying to compute. So, oh god, okay, I wanted to do this like in my head, but it's be a little bit too hard. Okay, well, let's check the result, their result for the curl. And it's, I'm just gonna copy things down. Is there not a symbol for curl? I thought there was. Maybe there's not. IJK. And then partial d, partial y, partial x. And then the actual components of f on the bottom, minus 3y squared, 4z, 6x. Okay, so let's get the determinant of this 3x3 matrix. We're going to use the first row as our home row. Start with the I, block the first column. You get d by dy, d by dz. We'll just skip some steps, what's not. 4z, 6x times I minus. Now we block the j column. D by dx, d by dz, minus 3y squared, 6x times j plus, block the k column, d by dx, d by dy, minus 3y squared, 4z, k. Now a bunch of 2 by 2 matrices to get the determinants of. D by dy, 6x is 0. Wait, yeah, that's an x, not a weird y. D by dz of 4z is 4, so we get 4i. D by dx of 6x is 6. Oh, wait. Minus 4i, because it's AD minus BC. D by dx 6x, that becomes 0. Minus 6j. Then over here, that becomes 0. That's minus 6y. Okay. Wait, we have minus and then another minus, so I think we go plus. So there's already a minus sign there, and then from the formula, the sign gets flipped. So that's what we got for the curl. What did they get for the curl? Minus 4i, good. Minus 6j, minus 6y. Okay, so I think they, I think we spotted a mistake here already. But let's follow the work all the way through, I think. So how do we parameterize a triangle? Actually, what's happening here? Why is the gradient getting involved now? Curl f dot ds, and what is ds here? Gradient f, what the heck? Does the same thing happen here? Oh, that's the reverse direction there. Yeah, I'm just confused by the magnitude of the gradient with the magnitude of the gradient. When we switch out for dA, seems very random. I wonder if that's like a universal thing or if it's particular to this situation. It's been so long since I've used this that I'm very rusty on it. I mean, oh wait, they don't necessarily cancel because it's dotted, I guess? Or do they cancel? I guess they do cancel because that's definitely not a unit vector. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit too simple to have that happen. Why would the site write it if that wasn't relevant? But they don't seem to address it. At least in this section. It might be a previous section. It comes from something like that. But I still don't know how we go from DS to DA. Oh. That's why. Okay. In this case, it happens to be the gradient. It just works out anyway, I guess. I guess I can buy that. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to worry about that part too much. Oops. No. What am I doing? Your old multivariable script? Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll buy this whole thing. So we do need the gradients. Of small f. It's an interesting way of showing it. Don't they, we're given the plane here in the vertices. Oh god, dude, this is hurting my brain a bit. Points upwards, so we have the correct direction. Okay, I mean, we can just blindly copy this part, I guess. Converting to this down here, I'll worry about in the next step, I guess. That's what I was like getting stuck on. But let's the middle plane is z equals 1/2 y. So we could say f of x, y, z, although even there's no x, but it's fine. 1/2 y minus z. And so del f is equal to, there's no I term. The j term is 1/2 j. The z term is just -1, okay? And then we need to figure out, I guess, the two-dimensional region. Now, if we use the xy plane, we don't actually have an x. I mean, maybe that's not important. Okay, so they unsub the z. So they get in only x and y. So if we have the plane z equals 1/2 y, what does that look like in the xy plane? Dude, if I was more up to date on my multivariable calculus, I'd be able to do a lot more that's just like mentally, but no one has responded to them in Discord yet, so that's why I'm still working on this. Oh wait, I didn't even realize that I brought down. Wait, have I been sharing the Discord this entire time? I'm sorry if I was. It's bad, but okay, so z equals 1/2 y, it's basically a line with slope 1/2. Positive z is there, positive x is there, positive y is here. Okay. And we're given the points 2, 0, 0. Can I plot these? I'm pretty sure I can. 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2. In the origin? Yeah. Now, why isn't that point on the plane? 0, 2, 1? Oh, probably because I copied it down wrong. Seems like a pretty reasonable response. Oh, god dang it. Oh, okay, I was like, I recognize that Game Boy sound. I think this is this song uses like a Game Boy sounds. This is the question right here. Do this using Stokes. Right now I'm trying to figure out the whole expressing this region with a double integral. Hey, Skirtle. This is a rough one for sure. Hope you're doing good though, Skirtle. Playing for 17 hours? Oh my god. That's... I never played a game for that long, I don't think. Hope you enjoyed it though. Hope it went well, but thanks for saying hi. Yeah, I think you just parameterize the border. It's just that I'm like so rusty on this stuff that I need to remember that part too. Medieval Dynasty. I haven't heard of that one. Oh shoot, I keep my Discord is blocking it. There we go. Survival and crafting game that's not for casuals. Whoa, are you saying that I'm a casual? Okay, you haven't. I guess I am a casual, but that hasn't stopped me before, okay? I'll spend 10 hours in a row dying in Daisy and getting nothing done, and I'll go right back. Yeah, sure, Bob. So oh, okay. Well, if it's grinding for no payoff, then that's different. Or I guess there might be a payoff, but if it's still a lot of grinding, then. Actually, maybe I played Ark for that long. I'm trying to think because I got pretty freaking addicted to Ark, and people play that game an insane amount of time. How do I went for like that long though? Um. Oh, I think I see it now. Okay. So we just need to get the impression of this on the XY plane. I'm gonna put. Okay, here, Bob. If you have a question for yourself, I'm just gonna link you because I want to change my. I want to change what I'm showing on the stream. I think we only need like, well, this is in the XY direction, which is we connect this point here to this point here. We get the equation of that line just with X and Y. And I think we're good. And looking at what you're saying, do we even need to go that far? Because like, I think it's basically just like a part of what you're saying, at least if I'm blindly copying this site. It's like we could say that our Y goes from 0 up to this line, 2 minus 2x. Because it would, or no, 2 minus x, right? Because it runs 2 and rises 2. Yeah, I think it'd be 2 minus x from this point here to that point there. Then x just goes from 0 to 2. To do the parameterization? Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can do this last part here. Doesn't the point do it with one interval though? So we need to do del f No, we need to do our curl f dot, frickin' hell, let me, I'm already getting mixed up on what we're supposed to plug in here. Curl f dot ds. Curl f dot del f is basically what we're doing here. Okay. dA. Okay. And we have curl f, we have del f. Okay, so curl f is that. Dots del f and then we'll do dy dx. Sorry, I'm running into my own writing there. So y is going to go from 0 up to the line, which I said was 2 minus x, I want to say, and then our x goes from 0 to 2. I think is how we do this. Minus 6j. Did you get plus 6j? So I think the person in their work also got plus 6j, and I thought they made a mistake there. Oh, wait. No, I did plus 6y. They did minus 6y. So me and the person both got minus 6j there. Actually, I can check the rest of their work too here. So actually, I agree with them for the bounds. Did we do the curl wrong? You might have made the same mistake. Because there's a minus sign in front. D by dx of 6x is 6. No, I'm pretty sure it's minus 6j. Yeah, Thunder. It's some multivariable calculus stuff. So there's vectors involved, there's integrals, derivatives. This is stuff that I was doing like at the very, like, I mean, it was at the very end of my 3rd semester of calculus that I only barely remember. Hey, Storm. How's it going? So yeah, Thunder, the vectors, it like, they keep coming. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. Okay, so Bob, I'm gonna keep on going with this work, but if that is plus 6j, then please tell me. I think it's minus 6j though. So okay, let's execute this dot product here inside. So minus 4i basically times 0i is 0. Minus 6 times positive 1/2 is minus 3. Plus 6y times minus 1 is minus 6y. And then we have dy dx. And now it's a normal double integral without vectors involved, thankfully. Actually, so we're ready to integrate in terms of y now. Minus 3y minus 3y squared from 0 to 2 minus x dx. In terms of the curl definition. I was going off this 3x3 matrix here. And so the minus came from the minus that comes from the determinant. Because in when you take the j column, you get the minus sign for that one. So that's where it came from for me, at least. In Storm, the current problem... Oh, they closed it. Okay, we're still gonna execute with the work, but I guess they got their answer. They figured it out. It's this Stokes Theorem integral. I'm gonna put the link in chat because I want to take the screen back down. But that's a problem there. Okay, so 0 to 2, plugging in 2 minus x is 3, 2 minus x, minus 3, 2 minus x squared. When you plug in 0, you just get 0, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's multiply this stuff out. Okay, so minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, plus 3x, minus 3, 4, minus 4x plus x squared, dx, 0 to 2. Okay, so let's get minus 3x squared, starting with the x squared term, plus 3x plus 12x is plus 15x, minus 6 minus 12 is minus 18. Let's say minus 16, but that's not right. It is minus 6? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Storm. Yeah, we're doing the curl of the vector field f. Okay, so integrating that quadratic, we get minus x cubed plus 15 over 2x squared minus 18x, 0 to 2. Almost there. 2 cubed is 8, so minus 8. Plus 30 minus 36, and when you plug in 0, you just get 0. Oh, we get a negative answer here? Is that possible? I mean, I don't know. Maybe negative answers do make sense. I don't actually know, though. I feel like you shouldn't get a negative. Why am I getting stuck on this math? It's 14. Dude, I'm freaking cold today. So I don't know if my sign just depends on the direction. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to ask myself about the direction. You're right, rot. I never heard it called rot, so I honestly, I read that as not. Take a dot on the plane, then calculate the curl or rot. If it's positive, then the water is spinning counterclockwise. If it's negative, then it's spinning clockwise. That's interesting. And Storm, you're saying to try that integral? It doesn't seem that hard. Let's try it. The result is beautiful? Okay, well, you got me curious then. Gonna end up with, oh, it's gonna involve sin x over x, maybe. Or that would be integration by parts, now I think about it. Let's see though. I need to actually like write this out. Let's do blue. The first question of your exam yesterday. Ooh. Ah. Hope your exam went well. Okay, so integrate x. Oh shit, I'm not. There's gonna be a fraction here. So we want to integrate x sine x over 1 plus x squared from 0 to positive infinity. Technically, you should like make that t into the limit as t goes to infinity. I'm too lazy for that. So my first thought when Storm wrote that is that you just do u equals 1 plus x squared and you cancel with the x, but that doesn't answer what you do with the sine x. So that's why I'm thinking integration by parts here. And just kind of hoping it works out. So we would do u equals sine x here. So du is positive cosine x. dv is x over 1 plus x squared dx, which this needs a bit of work to figure out, but I'm hoping it's going to not be too bad. So we do u equals 1 plus x squared. Oh, that's bad form to say u. Let's do a w sub. dw is 2x dx. So then this turns into the integral of 1/2 1 over w dw. So you get 1/2 ln 1 plus x squared. Oh, that's not going to help, I don't think. I was hoping that'd be something that would clean up a bit better. Because we're going to have to integrate 1/2 ln 1 plus x squared times cosine x, and who the heck knows what that is. You can integrate that by parts again. Is it going to cycle if you do that, actually? It might be one of those double integration by parts. We get the same result back, maybe? We could try that. Keep this going. I feel very uneasy about this, though. Actually, we don't need the absolute value because we're restricted to 0 to infinity. So now my hope is if we integrate by parts again here, we can maybe get our original thing back. Do you want a hint? Oh, this way is painful? Yeah, okay, yes. If this way is painful, then please give me a hint, Storm. When in doubt, use Taylor. Yeah, you probably could do that too. I don't know, is there a Taylor series for like the x over 1 plus x squared part? I'm not sure about that. Try to integrate on a demicircle and after push the radius to plus infinity. Really? Do I need to see what the graph of this is like? Because integrating it on a semicircle, I don't know how you, what that means like a single variable function like this. Okay, so yeah, it's like one of these. So what is that? Integrating on a demicircle? Like converting this into polar coordinates? I don't think that's it. Curviline integral? I never heard of that, no. Oh, line integral. I'm a little bit rusty on these, but yeah. How do we make it like multivariable though? Go in C? Oh, make it complex. Wow. Okay, so this stuff is not going to be my strong suit, but let's see if we can figure this thing out. So if we take z equals x plus iy, and we instead look at a different integral with, oops, z sine z over 1 plus z squared. Like, are we putting this in polar form? I assume it's going to come out to be pi. Or something like, you know, something super common that turns out to be pi or something like that. Golden ratio? Oh, really, Thunder? Or is that just your guess? Stay with Z? Okay. Oh, it's a guess? Okay. So, and draw a semicircle? Okay. So I guess the semicircle will be like this if we're going from 0 to infinity? Like that? 22 over 7? With imaginary, okay. Okay. Now cut your integral in two. One part on the real axis, and the second part on the semicircle. So Oh God. You can parameterize the semicircle? Wait, I'm confused on the cutting the integral in two part. uh, Residue theorem. Let's see what comes up when I search for it in French though. Okay, Google knows that I don't know French. Oh wow, it translated the thing. Okay. So I think it's just gonna be residue theorem in English. This one? I don't know how to use that. Okay, I'm glad that you're with me, Bob. The residue is equal to 1 over 2 pi I. Oh. Isn't that like... Okay, Thunder. Definition of... Okay, I assume it's this one then. Hey, Jeff. Yours is probably better than mine. I'll say I would rather do this than set theory personally. That's how much I hate set theory, but I just don't know this at all. Okay, so at a simple pull C. Yes, Storm. I think I'm gonna need that. This is completely new to me. I know almost nothing about complex variables. Calculate the pole of your function. Well, I'm gonna need help with that too. How do you get the pole of the function? How to use Python to create cardograms? I don't know. Point where the function is not defined. Okay, and so in complex variables, the pole is going to be I and negative I. Okay, I got that part at least. What poles are in the semicircle? Well, I would think both of them are. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, only positive I. I was looking at the wrong axis. It's negative I is down there, and we're not including. Yeah, Bob. I'm lost too, but I'm just like going with it to see like where this ends up because I'm kind of curious to see this. So calculate res of f comma I. Okay. So then res of f comma I is equal to the limit as x approaches, wait, x. Oh, z approaches. Okay. as z approaches I of z minus I times f of z, which is z sine of z over 1 plus z squared. And this, in imaginary numbers, is the difference of two squares, right? Can we say that? Like z plus I and z minus I? So we get a cancellation? Okay. Limit as z goes to I. So we get z minus I cancels z minus I. So on the bottom, we just get z plus I. And when z approaches I here, you get I sine of I don't know if that means anything, over 2I. So the i's cancel. So you get 1/2 sine I? Oh, and you do that with, okay, use the imaginary sign definition. I guess that makes sense. So, I times e to the I plus e to the minus I over 2I. Oh, minus, not plus. Over 2I again. Stop? Oh, okay. I was trying to plug things in with the limit too early. You forgot something? Oh, okay. To apologize for the problem. Instead of sine, put e to the iz. Okay. I'll do it, I guess, from this stage. I can do it at the last one too. Oh, that's okay. And so does that become e to the minus 1 for that part? Oh, and the integral. Okay. You will, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just trusting you completely on this, Storm. I calculate the res? Okay. So I assume that's what we just plug in I without any major concerns. So we get e to the I times I, which is -1, over 2I. The i's cancel, so you get 1/2 e to the minus 1. Oh, I mean, it's just 1 over 2e. Like Mafia teaching complex analysis. That'd be a really funny bit. Don't worry about it. Then we're going to say that the integral is equal to 2I pi times the res, okay? Wasn't there like a summation thing happening? Oh no, I guess not. Okay. So that integral z e I to the z, or 1 plus z squared dz, is equal to the residue 1 over 2e times 2I pi. And then I guess we can simplify this a little bit. So we get I pi over e. Okay, I guess we're just going to get a lot of different constants involved. Now we go back, we cut the integral in two. Okay. You're gonna have to move out with that part too. First part, integrate from minus r to r. Like, you can have your bound as r? Or do you mean like minus infinity to plus infinity? So, okay, we can take that. Okay. So we're taking this, and I feel like I'm misinterpreting you here. Are you saying that we take z e to the I z over 1 plus z squared dz and do minus r to r there? Or it's from 0 to r? Or, okay, like that? Okay. And is r is the radius of the semicircle? Now to try to make appear a sign in the integral. Oh, okay, I was imagining r is like the fancy all real numbers are. I don't know why I didn't write it like that though. Well, okay, I guess try to make a sign appear in the integral. I guess we're gonna use the definition that you gave earlier, which is sine of z is equal to, what was it, e to the iz minus e to the minus iz over 2i? Was that it? Yeah. Oh wait, no i's in the exponents. Yeah, Bob, I mean, like, I tend to like not like learning new stuff on stream, but this is kind of a fun way to do it, and it's stuff that I'm interested in too. Oh, or Euler's formula, right? Cut the integral from minus r to 0 to plus 0 to r. Okay, so we can do that. I don't know. So wait, should I apply this or should I apply Euler's formula? Wait. Actually, wait, this isn't even, I don't have an e to the iz. Unless we do z is x plus iy. And I don't use for, okay, so I'm just gonna do the dividing thing first then, before I make the sign appear. Or you make the sign appear and I just blindly follow it. More like. Okay, so I cut it in half like that. You can scotch off the shelf. You don't be sober for this? Now make appear the sign and it'll be finished? So should I use, well, okay, you said I have to use that formula that I wrote on the board. So do I take, I could make that e to the z in parentheses to the power of I, and then rearrange that top one. That feels kind of wrong, but okay. Well, if I rearrange this to solve it for e to the z, e to the z is equal to 2i sine z plus e to the minus z. Like that's what I'm thinking. We can just one integral from 0 to r with a sine. Okay. So I guess we want to take that integral from 0 to r. I don't know what happens to that other one, but blind trust. Like that's the only way I can think of to make a sine appear using that formula. Is that what I'm supposed to do? No? Okay, I was like... You said the first one to make it from 0 to r? Oh god, okay, I'm throwing this out. If you u sub that to make it 0 to r, don't you need to do like u equals 1 over z? Okay, like from this stage, do I worry about the sign or do I worry about the u sub, I guess? U equals minus z, the first integral. Okay. Oh, I guess that's an easier way than what I was thinking. Z, E, or sorry, now it's U. Like that, put another minus sign in front, so they go away. Like that? I missed a minus? Like, there's a minus sign there. There's a minus sign with the du. So those went away. That minus sign got squared. And the minus sign in the exponent I did get. So which one? I thought the minus... So if I did say that's a minus u, but the du is minus du. So I thought like the minus and the minus are going to cancel. Unless we keep it with dz. Oh, but you flip the bounds. Okay. That makes sense. I forgot about that part. Okay. Now combine the two integrals. So they had this. Do we make it like a double integral, 0 to r du dz or something? A big interval from 0 to r? This is one of those where we just mess with the names of the variables. Oh no, that I feel like that. I'm sure it's right. I just feel like it shouldn't be right. Okay. So if I make that magically back into z's without thinking too hard about it, this feels like it shouldn't be right. Like that? And then you end up being able to factor out. Oh, this turns into 2y sine. Because you get, you can factor out a lot of the things here. Z over 1 plus z squared, and then you end up with z to the iz, or sorry, no, just e to the iz. Minus e to the minus iz, which is sine of iz times 2i. Okay. Two I sine of iz dz, like that? Oh wait, but does the formula already involve the i's then? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I just forgot the i's when I copied it down, I guess, or I mistakenly erased them. Wait, it's finished? This doesn't look finished. Pen Center? Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. I'm getting schooled by Storm on doing complex analysis with integration, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but we do the limit as r goes to positive infinity. Basically, the original problem is integrate from 0 to infinity x sine x over 1 plus x squared dx. And I was trying to integrate it by parts, but apparently there's a complex variable way to do this that's much more elegant. But how's your stream? Hope it was fun. Limit as r goes to infinity. Thanks to the formula I pi over e equals limit. Oh. It's just I pi. That's freaking crazy, dude. I'm doing some cryptography review and viewer questions. Oh, nice. Simplify and love. Well, wait, what do I simplify? To have to divide by 2i? Oh, I guess the 2i is a constant. The 2i that's there. Okay. Oh, because It doesn't match that format exactly unless we get rid of the 2i, I guess. Limit as r goes to infinity, 0 to r, z sine z over 1 plus z squared dz. Divide that by 2i, you get pi over 2e. Oh yeah, Bob, please. Since I have the exam Monday, so just trying to get some extra hours in. Oh yes. So for anyone who's here, tomorrow Penn Center is doing that subathon. Well, what are the rules? Like every follower is plus 1 hour, every sub is plus 3 hours, and it's starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You know what? Just join Penn Center's Discord for the details. Let me go and find the link. Yeah, Storm, that is a very like a it's a really cool technique. Normally I would like not want to follow all the way through with a question like that huge that I don't know what I'm doing, but I think complex variables are super interesting. It's just weird to me that you can say that the integral over c is the same as the integral over r. I'm correct? Okay. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of it that makes you, like, I guess uncomfortable about it, including me just like, oh god, sorry. Actually, you guys might not even be able to hear that. Actually, no, you probably did. Okay, that's a link to Penn Center's Discord if you want more info there. Let's get the big part of justification. It took you 4 pages? Oh, you gave me the short version? Okay. Jeez. God, what a doozy of a problem. The short version, okay. Well, thanks for making it simpler for me. God knows I needed it. Oh no, it's just like a thing that Twitch has built into it, Bob. If you have a suggestion for an emote, I'll happily hear it because I have a few slots. Hey Ben. Yeah, I just got a webcam, so I got like a 2-camera thing going on now. You had a great one? I mean, if you want to tell me, there's a good chance I'll make it because I have a bunch of slots that are open. Like Twitch just gave everyone more animated emote slots too. In Zone, do you integrate over the arc? Apparently we did, and I couldn't tell you Zone, but Storm would be the one who could answer that, I guess. I was just blindly copying what Storm was telling me. In the part where you integrate on the curve of the circle, the integral approaches 0 when r approaches positive infinity. Oh, okay.